would win? A highly trained, lethal fighting force, or a really big pig? Welcome to Total Warhammer 3 Peppa Pig Edition, where I was given early access to the newest Omens of Destruction DLC, and was sponsored by Creative Assembly to completely break the game. And if you couldn't already tell, this video was co-created by Pneumonia, the disease, because I am sick. So just pretend I'm a worshipper of Nurgle, but like a British one. Because today we'll be going on a field trip from our starting location to the capital of the Empire, Altdorf, with the new character Gorbad Ironclaw, where we'll learn all about the secret of friendship, the dangers of obesity, and why I should never be allowed early access to anything. So welcome back to Total Warhammer 3. So CA gave me early access to this, and thank you very much to them. But I have to admit, I did not do my job as a QA tester very well, because we are going to be playing the new campaign for Gorbad. And let me tell you, this character is completely broken. So getting into the game, Gorbad has this pretty sick cutscene where it shows off just how smart and intelligent he is. He is a very above average intelligence greenskin, which is a very low bar to clear, but he does it. Now guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to bash CA's balance testers too much, but it took me about 5 minutes to realize that Gorbad is completely broken. Because if we come over here, his main gimmick revolves around tactics. So these are all kinds of tactics that we can apply, which will give different bonuses to different specific unit combinations. You've got the kind of basic big plans, the bigger strategies, and then the master tactics. And of all of the things that the new DLC brings, a whole bunch of new units, new lords, new everything, what do you think is the most broken unit? Well, obviously, it is a basic Squig herd. Now, I will show you later why this is the case, because it is this ability right here, which absolutely breaks the game. But right now, I'm going to show you why Gorbad's start is completely stupidly broken. The first thing I'm going to do is put our shaman in our army over here, and then I'm going to equip our first tactic called Gorbad's Boys. This is just going to give a minor stat bonus to our orc boys, and as soon as I equip it, it is going to use up one of our tactics, which we get by winning battles. It's only going to last for 3 turns right now, but as Gorbad levels up, the tactics are gonna unlock even more of them, and they are gonna last for longer. So naturally, we're gonna come over here and fight Dusty Neck Snapper. He's got a giant, which is kind of scary, but Gorbad's starting army is surprisingly not terrible. One of the new units that got added is indeed this Goblin Bolt Thrower. It's a little bit weak in my opinion, but it's got decent range. It is super cheap. All right, so this is our whole setup right now, and we're just gonna go flank around here, and we also want to cast as many spells as possible from this Orc Shaman. You unlock new tactics as Gorbad by completing specific quests and requirements, and one of those requirements is just casting a ton of different spells. Although the starting spells are not really that good, we are just gonna spam them out because they're pretty cheap. Gorbad himself only really has an ability to increase melee attack, but he does get a couple more later. All right, let's put our Orc boys into actual combat a bit, focus down the giant, and then just use our Squigs and Orc boar boys to kill everything in the back. Oh my god, I forgot how fast Squig herds die. Or at least before we get the insanely good upgrade for them. No, please. I'm trying to save my sorcerer over here, and he's getting absolutely destroyed, but I think we will be okay. There's their Waaagh coming in, but that's not going to be that bad because we should be able to get ours in just a second. And there we go. That's going to give a big damage bonus to all of our units. Gorbad's Waaagh is only a little different in that it lasts, I think, 9 seconds longer. Either way, that is going to be the end of their army. I'm just going to chase down some of these rounding units, and we get to watch Gorbad waddle after this captain who is running for his life. So we took a few more losses than I was hoping, but we're going to want to eat the captives to gain a little bit back, and then you would expect that we are supposed to go up here and attack Iron Rock, but instead, I am going to march stance down here, very close to Carrick 8 Peaks. Then I am going to recruit another army at Black Crag, a Night Goblin War Boss, and then just add as many Squig herds to his army as I possibly can. I'll even use the global recruitment to add even more, and then 3 more on top of that, because his army will be entirely Squig herds. And then the final step of our turn 1 stupid plan is the declare war on Carrick 8 Peaks. So now we can just end our turn and hopefully Morglum will attack out at us. And if he doesn't, he usually goes to Valea's Sorrow and just camps there for a little bit. There he goes, just on schedule. Also, I have to give credit where credit is due. A.W. Medvane is who came up with the turn 1 strategy for Carrick 8 Peaks. So now we have to come over here and just attack at Valea's Sorrow. This is going to be considered a valiant defeat, but it is not actually one. It's definitely not an easy fight, but it is very winnable. So one thing that got added, which is actually super helpful, is you can now see the impact that exhaustion has on your units. You can also see the impact that water has on them. So as soon as he enters the water, you are going to see this reduces melee attack and speed to 80%, and you can see that that actually gets reflected in the stats right here. All right, now all we want to do is just wear down these poor goblins with spears who are, they're really trying their best. Best is not very good, though. And I am just going to sit here and endlessly launch all of these Gaze of Orcs at every single unit I possibly can. There we go. Okay, it only takes a couple, and then the AI starts to actually move. We do need to do a little bit of fighting on the rear over here by just hunting down all of these archers. I don't know why the AI likes to chase them down on the corner of the map. And we're also going to get access to our Waaagh again. There we go. That's going to give us just a little bit more stats that we need to try and win this. As long as we keep just point blanking them with spells in the side and using all the buffs from Gorbad, we should be okay. Also, he is putting the beating on Morglum. I didn't even realize that. And of course, the enemy rage units, they really don't stand much of a chance. Considering, oh my god, they just died in one hit. And then also using Gorbad's Waaagh, and our biggins are now up to 74 attack and 74 weapon strength. So Gorbad just killed Morglum instantly. And that is, I believe, going to be the end of the battle. Yep, there we go. And now because we killed Morglum, we are going to get an option, first of all, to just occupy. Then we're also going to unlock a new tactic, which is pretty nice, but also get the ability to just confederate. So by turn 2, we now control Carrick 8 Peaks, Black Crag, 2 other cities, and have basically become the Monopoly man, but with a gun. Carrick 8 Peaks also lets us recruit biggins this early in the game, and we get a free Black Orc Big Boss. But in our quest to get to Altdorf, things haven't even started to get broken yet. Another greenskin mechanic is using scrap up here to upgrade our units, and Gorbad specifically gets access to Big Banner Boys, which gives a whole lot of melee attack and a whole lot of leadership. I'm also going to sign a non-aggression pact with Queek Headtaker because he kind of becomes a problem later, and we don't really need to ally any of the other greenskin tribes because we're just going to kill their leader and then get access to their whole faction. Oh yeah, we're also going to discover a undercity under Carrick 8 Peaks. Yeah, I don't know how Queek didn't think I would notice the fact that there is a Rat King here with 140 discoverability. But we can just pay a couple of dollars and burn the whole thing down. All right, a couple of turns later, and we can just walk straight into Iron Rock and pretty easily just take the city. Oh, wow, we're also just gonna get a random Goblin Big Boss recruited. So we're gonna come over here and attack Spite Backbiter, but I am gonna show you why this is so utterly broken. Herd mentality. Upkeep minus 5% for Squigs. Not very important, but it gives this ability to our Squig herds, which is melee defense up to plus 40, damage resistance up to plus 40%, unbreakable. And this increases for every single Squig herd in the vicinity. Now, there is a reason I have an army of 18 Squig herds. So as soon as I use this, it's going to give this ability to all of our Squig herds for the next 3 turns, and we can just come over here and initiate combat with Spite. Now, their army is considerably larger, lots of units and stuff. I am not even going to bring in Gorbad's army. I don't even need it. The only thing I need is a massive army of Squig herds. So with all of these Squigs, I've got to do one very important thing, and that is deploy every single one of them in a ball. So now that we have this massive, beautiful blob of all of these definitely very friendly creatures, we can just start the battle and basically alt-click all of them forward in a giant group. If you look at their stat, oh my god, I forgot how wonky they move. They just can't move as a blob. It doesn't work. The pink horde has a whopping plus 40 melee defense from herd mentality, and every single unit has 100 leadership because they are unbreakable. Oh, they're gonna try and hit us with a spell. Does no damage because they also have 40% ward save. All right, my pink horde, go Go, my children. Oh my god, they're running everyone over. Now it is time for a blob of squig herds to just continuously fight, because when you give them this much melee defense and leadership, they will beat these goblin spears, they will beat orc spears, they will beat everything. They have already demolished these orc boys. These alternate squig herds are basically dead already. The orc boar boys with spears are also dying because they just don't have the stats. Oh my god, the squigs are pushing through. Nothing matters anymore. Just out squig them. Oh, there goes the leader. Goodbye, sir. The radius is also pretty forgiving on actually giving the bonus, so these squigs are pretty far out, but because some of the models are in the ball, they still get plus 40. Their dedicated anti-large spear units are losing to our squigs because they don't have the stats to beat them. And now with the Waaagh, all the squigs are gonna go up to 38 melee attack and start demolishing everything. More than they already are. Here come their snot-like pup wagons. These are not gonna do anything against my squigs. Also, we do have a bonus first infantry of 11. I forgot about that. So even though all these squigs are starting to rampage, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're just so good. We are already winning pretty handily in the balance of power, and we've only lost 20 models. Even though they now have a Waaagh, I mean, it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna hit the magical button, which is fast forward, and just witness the squigs completely devastate everything. And this isn't even their final form, by the way. I haven't even given them their buffs. So Waaagh number 2, and you can see they stand absolutely no chance. They have actually been surrounded by squigs at this point. And some of my squig units still haven't even lost a model despite having been fighting this whole time. This one has taken almost no damage. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Truly, the Squig Rebellion has begun. Oh, wait, I forgot. They actually have reinforcements coming in. And as their brave and mighty goblin spearmen come in to try and fight, I'm pretty sure they're gonna regret doing exactly that. Okay, yep, and now units are entering the field as reinforcements and just instantly breaking and leaving because of army losses. Walks onto the battlefield. Oh, a squig. Oh my god, there's like 7,000 of them. Yeah, I'm not doing this. 262 kills on the squigs, and I only lost 86. So I am just gonna, sack that for posterity, because why not? And then immediately confederate these guys as well. So now we have a whole bunch of new land by turn 6, and also another lord, whom I am going to instantly use to start recruiting more squigs. The best part of these squig armies is that they are so cheap. It is 77 for one group of squigs. That is unethically cheap. Barely a few turns into the campaign, and our goal is already to wipe out the dwarves, who stand in the way of the empire capital. They earn lots of money, and much like the federal government, I want it. And who better to collect non-existent overdue taxes than us? So something I need to do very desperately is come over here and march stance up to Karag-Dran, because the dwarves are going to declare war on me very soon. We have 99 Waaagh reputation. As soon as we hit 100, we can call a Waaagh, which I will probably call on Karazakarak. Alright, I am going to do a little bit of trespassing so that I can start raiding Barak Var. They aren't really much of a threat.
Tomorrow's today, boys. Get it?
I'm also going to start raiding Thorgrim over here, just trying to make a little bit of extra cash. Usually they declare war on me by this point, which is, unfortunate. I'd rather they actually declare war on me by now. What is going on over here? Why do the dwarves have 4 armies? Well, dwarves or no dwarves, I am just going to declare war on Barak Var because there isn't really a reason not to. A limiting resource in Gorbad's campaigns is I want to win a lot of battles with him because that will always give us tactics, or rather plans. You only get plans by winning battles with Gorbad. As you rank up and unlock more slots for plans, they do start to last longer, so you can see the duration for this one is 5 turns now. So we're gonna come over here and declare a Waaagh. I am just gonna choose Barak Var because it doesn't matter very much. So for Waaghs, you do get more rewards the higher strength rank a faction is, but it only matters if they are less than strength rank 30. And every faction around us is not, so we may as well just declare a Waaagh on the weakest one. So that's gonna start giving us better better units and a secondary Waaagh army over here, and then Gorbad actually has a chance to get even better units, including big uns in his. And then even this really cheap, crappy stack of Squigs is also gonna start to rank up for a whole 20 stack of a Waaagh. Oh, you know what? My voice actually sounds not as bad as it was when I think I started. Getting an event where we've accidentally stolen money from a fellow boss, and we just call him, Boss, what's his name? We had a pair and everything. Yeah, I want the money. Turns out I am slightly completely broke. Okay, I've been asking myself why I keep getting all these non-aggression pact offers. Then I realized I'm strength rank 5. All because of giant armies of Squigs. All right, I'm gonna give all of my Orc Archer boys a bit more range. So now they're gonna be up to 168. I am still raiding the dwarves over here, and I'm pretty sure they are losing to Skarsnik, actually. All right, this is probably the perfect time to come over here and just start sieging down Wait. I'm sorry. How did he retreat? He was occupying the city. Maybe I just wasn't looking at it correctly, but wow, I have never seen that before. We are barely past turn 10, and I've got 4 stacks of units here ready to destroy a whole city. Man, I love this. Obviously, I have to do the orky thing and sack everything that has to do with dwarves. So now we've occupied our Waaagh targets, so if we still have them at the end of the Waaagh, we're gonna get a bunch of Waaagh mobs. Aha, finally. All it took, also that was savage. All it took was like 5 turns of me raiding in a row and negative 439 relations trending. I'm pretty sure the dwarves have all of their units up here somewhere, but they're not realizing my giant squad of Squigs, which is going to crush them. What? Oh. Well, the dwarves are striking back here, but all this is gonna let me do is probably attack them, and no Skarsnik, I'm gonna kill you. Squig Rampage. You know what? This is one of the few events that I completely agree with. Oh, come on. They just walked by me to the settlement right. Okay, now he's going to get completely destroyed. All right, there goes another dwarf and +1 plan. So I was wondering where all of the dwarf lords were. Well, turns out they're all right here. Here's the thing. I think I win this battle. There is 1, 2, 3 dwarf armies here, and I have a massive army of Squigs and a full Waaagh biggins. Wow. And all I need is my beautiful herd mentality. All right, my Squig squad, it is time for a pretty interesting fight. You know what? I'm actually gonna do the control large armies AI control thing, because this Waaagh army is basically just move forward and kill stuff. So I'm sure the AI can control it fine. But these Squigs, on the other hand, I mean, they take a lot of skill. Well, the reinforcements are gonna start coming in, but so are mine, on the other hand. Go, my Squigs, go! The miners with blasting charges are kind of the only thing that are frightening, but even so, they don't do that much damage. All the Squigs are unbreakable anyway, so no matter how low health they get, they're not gonna run away. And also, the Waaagh army's gonna come in and pretty much collapse everything from behind. They've actually even got a Slayer Lord over here, a Demon Slayer, and he is getting killed by the Squigs because he doesn't have very high melee defense. Okay, yes, the Demon Slayer is actually getting completely destroyed in this ball of Squigs. His sole purpose is to kill large units, but even he cannot kill the pink blob. And he is quite dead. So now we are just going to slam into the rest of the Dwarven lines with a massive ball of Squigs. Man, I love using these disgustingly bad units, which turn into actual S-tier tanks just when you give them a little bit of a buff. Well, I say a little bit of a buff. It's plus 40 melee defense and 40% damage resistance and unbreakable. It may be slightly more than a little buff. There's a whole squad of dwarf leaders. Okay, Thorgrib is doing a little bit of a party boogie. Even he can't break the ridiculous stats of all of the Squigs. The 4 gyro bombers are a little bit of a problem, but everything else is entering the field and then just instantly getting killed. Witnessing a goblin big boss routing to a group of routing dwarves is truly peak greenskin. Holy crap! I don't know what bomb that was that went off, but that took out nearly everything. Okay, there we go. Now everything is starting to break, and Thorgrim is basically completely stuck inside all of the Squigs. I do need to make sure that Thorgrim and his hero squad die. Oh no, he's breaking out. Sorry, Thorgrim, you're going back into Squig prison. He is literally pushing his way through like 200 squigs. By some actual miracle, they cannot keep him away from the edge of the map. I mean, look at him just get ping-ponged around. Come on, he's almost dead. He's at 300 health. Yes, yes. Thank you. 9,000 gold from this. And with the, okay, he also just leveled up to rank 9 instantly. Well, with that, we have basically just destroyed the entirety of the dwarves. Ooh, an underway interception. Don't mind if I do. Oh God, I wasn't even paying attention. I forgot. All of my squigs would instantly rampage. Okay, maybe the explosions are not helping, but still. As you can see, the Dragonback Slayers, one of the best anti-large units in the entire game, are losing to squigs. And that is going to be army losses almost instantly. And we only lost 94 units and killed the entire dwarf army. With every dwarven army desolated by a ball of pink psychopathy, we leveled up our lore just enough to get the first of several buffs. A decent stat buff, you know, it sounds like a very well-balanced ability. It's a good thing there's nothing in the game that gives squigs, say, 75% more damage, and 32 bonus versus infantry. Well, this seems like the perfect time to begin the siege of Karazakarak and pretty much end the dwarves entirely. Because this is a glorious siege battle, I'm going to auto-resolve it because we all know how siege battles go. And then sack it for 19k. Ooh. But what I really want to do is unlock some of the further level tactics for Gorbat, and some of them get really, really weird. For example, this one turns Arachnarok spiders into killing machines. This one gives my squigs a bonus first infantry of 32 and almost double damage for 70 seconds. I am not kidding. It is so broken. And my personal favorite is this one, which allows you to engage enemy armies using the underway by using a rogue idol to tunnel through the ground. And also, as soon as we get to rank 30 on our characters, you can see as they rank up, we get more tactic slots, but at rank 30, it just makes it so it's infinite duration for all your tactics. And if you thought that these disgustingly powerful squigs are good right now, we can upgrade them not only even further, but we're also gonna start recruiting the DLC unit called Mangler Squigs. These things are insane. But first, we're going to recruit a Night Goblin Big Boss, probably just Disciplined, which is really solid. And if we come over to the skill tree, you can see he has abilities to straight up buff all of our squigs, give all of our squigs Vanguard deployment, give them Frenzy, reduce their upkeep, increase their recruit rank, and also just straight up summon more squig herds. Also, we'll just throw in a 4th army just because. Oh, come on. I was trying to avoid this. Scrag is gonna be a bit of a dick and declare war on us. We are going to lose a couple of settlements immediately at first, but this isn't really all that bad. Although first, we're just going to come over here and I believe completely eradicate the dwarves. There we go. No more dwarves, and it is only turn 20. But truth be told, I think we can do a little bit better. So if we come over here, we can just instantly declare war on Skarsnik, and he stands absolutely no chance against these squigs. When Skarsnik was thinking what would happen when he would fight the smartest orc around, I really don't think this is what he had in mind. Holy crap, we just destroy everyone on the charge as well. 62 charge bonus. And I even took the liberty of getting a Helm of Discord, so now as soon as we use this, everyone, oh my god, those goblins have 0 melee defense and 2 melee attack. Truly powerhouses of our time. Oh my god, as soon as we use the big Waaagh, they go up to that whopping, these stats are just so insane. 3 groups of goblins can't even kill 1 squig herd. I mean, this is so... They've lost so many units. And obviously having the Waaagh army behind us is going to make this considerably easier. And there we go. No more Skarsnik, and by that, of course, I mean we get to confederate him now. We lost 68 units, and 62 of those were squigs, which I'm fairly sure I get to eat the captives after this, and then instantly regenerate almost all of them. And there we go, confederation time. That's gonna give us a ton more land over here, as well as Mount Gunbad, which is fantastic. I don't think I need any of these lords, because they don't have the ability to buff squigs. I'm sorry, Thug, I'm sure you're a great war boss, but you are now dead. I've also leveled up Gorbat enough to give him his full or most of his tree right here, and this tree is ridiculous. First, we get faction-wide XP gain, not too bad. Then we get melee attack and melee defense and weapon strength for everyone faction-wide. A passive bonus of +10/+10 to everyone in range of Gorbad. But then he has the most insane thing possible, which is to give dig into all of his ranged units. Now, when you think of what the most elite archer is in the entire Warhammer universe, your mind might naturally go to the elves. But let me assure you, it's actually just an orc with a bow and arrow, because this gives them 40% more range on top of the other research and scrap, which gives them more range, which literally allows basic orc arrow boys to outrange all other archers in the game. And then also just minus 50% upkeep for our Waaagh reward units. I'm sorry, how did I not see this? Brightstone Mine, upkeep minus 5% for squigs, unit mass plus 25% for all squigs in all armies. What the hell? See, look, I get it. You like squigs. I do too. But oh my god, there it is. 32 bonus versus infantry for my squigs. Oh my goodness. All I need is a few orc cavalry units, which is pretty cheap and easy to get. I just realized I can come over here and instantly confederate this random greenskin tribe for free. Don't mind if I do. Oh, Scrag, what a mistake you have made. Who would win? An army of disgusting, gluttonous, and hungry ogres led by a character who looks like it's the boss of Dead Rising? Or a whole lot of squiggy boys? The balance of power might say one thing, but it is dead wrong. Honestly, I think it's the unbreakable part that makes them so crazy. I mean, look at this massive, huge hunter mammoth. Nah, it just dies to squigs. Ogre bulls and units that are specialized to kill other large units like squig dies to squigs. Anti-squig hero, sorry, that dies to squigs. All right, it's something like 3 Waaghs later, and I think the only problem we have is Scrag, but he's kind of overcasting himself to death. And the hunter look at how fast his health is going down. Mauled by squigs. What a way to go. And that should be army losses right there. All we have to do is kill these gorgers who, you know, you would think are very scared. That run over by squigs. All right, now I have to fight another. Okay, squigs are good, but they might not be this good. If I win this, then my editor gets to come out of the basement for Christmas for 1 day. No, wait. 1 hour. Okay, I just have to hope that the squigs can effectively carry the entire fight here, because nothing else is gonna go right. I don't think our basic goblins with spears are going to fare very well against the ogre bulls and probably some gorgers somewhere. Although if we do use the Waaagh, the goblins do become pretty beefy. Oh my god, it's such utter degeneracy. I don't even have control of half of these units because they're rampaging, and I have to deal with an entire reinforcement army at some point. All right, Waaagh number 2. And I get to watch as the goblins are completely destroying the ogres. Holy crap. Okay, the squigs are holding by some miracle. I mean, I think they've almost killed several of their leaders. And these goblin wolf riders have been the MVPs of our entire fight because they are chasing down all the routing ogres. Waaagh number 3. All right, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we've actually done it somehow. Holy crap, they actually did it. We lost 600 to 1,841. In 1 turn, we intercepted 3 ogre armies and destroyed all of them with 2 stacks of squigs. Art of the deal, baby. Art of the deal. All right, we should be able to come back to Altdorf here with Gorbad's help, and now we can just finish off the rest of the ogres. Peace treaty for 7,500. I don't think so. Ironically, my Waaagh target is Barak Var, so I do need to occupy Barak Var, even though it's owned by ogres. I've also taken the liberty of just bringing a whole bunch of troops up here to declare war on negative 1,037. Look, I know you hate me, but like, I just showed up. Okay, minus 300 rating. That one's on me. Also, so is this. You know, I was wondering if it was a good idea to include artillery in these giant squig armies, and after witnessing my rock throwers hit my squig herds like 3 times in a row, I don't think it is. It's hard for me to justify putting anything that is not squigs in these armies because squigs are just so strong. All right, we finally get the opportunity to show off one of the things that I really wanted to show, which is these mangler squigs. And in large large part because they have some of the best animations I have ever seen on a unit. How exactly the goblins riding them are not dead, I have no idea. Now, there's also a little bit of a weird thing I noticed. So when they die, they explode. But the UI must be bugged because it says they do 133,000 damage per second. For reference, the total health of my general is 3,800. That means they would almost be killing 50 of him a second. What I really want to see, though, is how they perform in melee. And they, oh my god, they are amazing. I have no idea how you could even hit one of these guys, to be completely honest. They do some pretty ridiculous damage just by base, but I do want to see how much they do when they explode. Oh wait, they explode on a per model basis. I thought they would all just explode at the same time. And the explosion damage is, okay, it's actually pretty decent. I mean, they were able to deal so much damage to all of these guys just on their, okay, that did like half the HP of the Ogre Balls. I could also use my Squig thinking to summon even more Squigs. Although they don't have the ability to gain a ridiculous amount of stats, they are at least pretty decent. I don't believe the Mangler Squigs do friendly damage on death because it says it only affects enemies, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's a UI bug and just accidentally kills my entire front line. But regardless of what's going on with their HP, it's a lot of fun to just watch them swing around. I don't even know where like the model is to attack them. They're just swinging everywhere. My friend Brilliant Stupidity said something that really stuck with me. It's that I feel like they spent 50% of the whole budget on the DLC just on their animations. And there is a pretty resounding and easy win. So by piecing out Scrag and getting a nice ogre stimulus, we could focus on moving up the right side of the map to take out Umgrim, and building up our infrastructure for the eventual Waaagh against Karl Franz. Little did I know, Karl had plans of his own. Plans possibly involving seizing the Nemesis crown and becoming a dictator. Alright, we do need to come over here and probably kill Umgrim. Hopefully he doesn't run too far. So I should be able to then just immediately ambush him. Oh yes. Now admittedly his army is kind of scary because it is literally entirely slayers that have anti-large, and all my squigs are large units. Unfortunately, it's also a choke point battle, as if it wasn't bad enough, but I don't think their units have a whole lot of range, so I should be able to just wait here and bomb them. Okay, and it looks like the boys have arrived, and by that I mean the like 700 squigs that I'm gonna throw into this choke point. All right, we've successfully baited them out with the goblin rock throwers because they don't really have anything to outrange that. And unfortunately for them, I think they've left themselves slightly exposed to the 700 squigs waiting on the hill. Not really sure how they didn't see that one coming, but okay. Also, I'm pretty sure I have just enough squigs where I could just push through the front line. Oh, they've got really good anti-large ranged units? Yeah, we're just gonna walk by them. And now they all have plus 40 melee attack. Well, the only enemy unit is now Umgrim, and he gets to die doing exactly what he loves, which is being surrounded by hot, sweaty squigs. At least I'm sure he loves that. Great. All right, well, on my bingo card was certainly not Elspeth von Draken showing up out of nowhere to almost ruin my Waaagh. But this does give me the opportunity to use both herd mentality and keep them hungry to massively reduce the upkeep of our army over here. But also, I want to see how strong these squigs get. Okay, and she's just leaving. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I did not want to fight this battle, and thanks to the broken auto-resolve, I don't have to. All right, our Waaagh is over, and unfortunately, we didn't really get anything that is all that impressive, but I will take these super squigs, which are basically just explosive squigs, and also get the ability to unlock a unique hero that I did not even realize was a thing. Oh, thank God. Elspeth has been taking me for a ride by just sacking cities and taking them and running away. But now we can finally fight with Gorbad's actual army. All right, well, we do need to deal with the Hellstorm rocket battery, which is gonna start pounding all of our units. You know, it would be really unfortunate if some kind of giant apparition of my god came out of nowhere and smashed an entire group of units. Because now that we have access to stuff like Here We Go, which is just gonna send all of our melee attack to a measly 105 on my orc boys. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting us to just straight up dumpster Elspeth. Oh, I think we got our quest battle for Gorbad. Although we probably want to recuperate a little bit and make sure that Elspeth is not jamming her foot on my... Okay, this seems like the perfect time to declare war on the Skaven that are sitting right next to us, because their armies are basically just entirely Skaven slaves and clan rats. And I have the insanely strong ability 1 and insanely strong ability 2. So I want to see how this could oh my god, I could auto-resolve it and win. I mean, I will lose my entire army, but yeah, their units are not massively impressive. Okay, I have balled up my entire army, and I really hope that the Mangler Squigs do not deal friendly fire damage. All right, my boys. Go! I really don't know how this Keep 'em Hungry ability works, but hopefully it is going to juice their stats into the stratosphere. Oh my god, it's working. They have 43 bonus versus infantry. Everything is dying instantly. The Mangler Squigs have so much bonus versus infantry. They've almost got 100 melee attack worth of it. My only concern is all of these Skaven slave slingers, but I think I have the damage reduction to just not care. There is already 6,000 Skaven on the field, and most of them have not actually entered the battlefield yet. Oh, you know, I was concerned until they decided to just enter melee. Oh my god, look at him go. He's just being thrown around like a rag doll because he can't move. All the Mangler Squigs are just jiggling him around. You know, before playing the DLC, if you told me that there was a Squig Herd Mangler Squig Orc Boar Boy Death Ball, I would not believe you. I'm pretty sure that the Mangler Squigs could just walk through enemy units because of the way yeah, look, they aren't even being slowed down. Can I just put them in the middle of all the Skaven, and yeah, they're gonna rack up kills pretty quickly. Oh my god, one just exploded and he got like 200 kills. They have run in and they've gotten 3,500 Skaven mulched at this point. They just run in, all instantly break because, I mean, why wouldn't you when you look at this? The Warp Lightning is doing a lot of damage, but I mean, the 40% damage reduction is kind of nice. And the Mangler Squigs are slowly dying, but you know, 700 kills in the process. All right, go get a Mangler. You've got 69 HP and a dream. And now you have destroyed that whole unit. Wait, have they already hit army losses? No, the Skaven slaves are just routing naturally, just being near my units. No army losses necessary. And there is the army losses I was looking for. 976 was in the pre-screen, and 1,053 kills is what they ended with. That is more than a sixth of the entire army in one unit. Meanwhile, this Squig Herd, which lost 2 models, 330 kills. They're actually willing to instantly peace out after that because I think they have a city down here that I don't really care about. Oh wait, I did all of that without actually having the really good Squig buff. My god. All right, this is probably a good time to call another Waaagh. Unfortunately, the only ones with high strength rank are the people that I really want to be friends with. So we are gonna have to go with another pretty low-key Waaagh. Of course, low-key by greenskin standards means, you know, summoning like 1 billion dudes to overrun a capital. Okay, well, that was an unfortunate surprise war. And now we have to fight 220 stacks with a nearly dead group of Gorbad stuff. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize this would be a siege battle. Right, well, I don't think the towers and walls are going to be particularly useful here. Wait, they can't climb the walls. Just realized. Okay, well, there is 0 chance that I'm going to be able to hold the outskirts, so I'm just gonna deploy every single unit I have in the victory point and hope for the best. All right, and time to fast forward for about 8 minutes. And after waiting a generous amount of time, now we get to wait some more with my level 4 catapult towers, and this is such an unfair place to defend. They just can't do anything about this, can they? Okay, I don't know why my goblins have 81 leadership while they're sitting here, but For some reason, no one is breaking. Oh wait, okay, I see why. Oh my god, that's incredible. I don't actually know how much damage Foot of Gork does to ogres. I can't imagine it's that much. Okay, actually, it's pretty good. Wow, that was considerably easier than I imagined it would be. So if we are to get all the ways up to Altdorf way up here, I'm actually not even sure if the Empire is still alive, but we are gonna need to go through definitely the fine folks at Wissendorf, or Averland. Sorry, I get all you Empire factions confused. Also, I don't know why Vlad von Karstein is march dancing over to my capital, but I'm gonna assume it is to spread Christmas cheer and joy. Again? They keep bringing in more armies to fight Gorbad, and they just keep losing. I love doing the traditional greenskin thing of using 2 goblin big bosses to just assassinate every single hero on the map. They have barely been alive, and they've already gained 6 levels and 8 levels by just killing heroes. Oh, shoot. I was not expected to get ambushed. This is kind of bad. All of my squigs do have their insane squig buff, but beating, I don't actually know what his army is. I kind of forget. Oh my god, I love looking at my army. It's just a squigs behind him. Oh, there they are. Okay, I think his entire army is just slayers. Yep, it's just slayers. Okay, so we're just gonna leave. I don't really need to be here. Okay, I've gotten pretty much all of my units out. I think I'm gonna lose a couple groups of squigs, but nothing that is too tragic. All right, yes, I'm definitely gonna lose all of these squigs, but it is not the end of the world. They're just gonna rampage and actually kill a surprising number of slayers. Also, their goblin hewers are getting into melee. I don't know why they're doing that. Wow, they actually took more casualties than I did, and I was running away. Well, unfortunately, it looks like he ambushed me in literally the perfect spot because I'm kind of standing right next to him with my entire army. And yes, I can actually just walk up to him and auto-resolve him to death. All right, now Vlad, I was gonna befriend you, but then you spent 4 turns sitting on top of Barak Dawsbag and have now march stance directly in front of Gorbad's army. I cannot pass up this opportunity. I also went ahead and recruited the new Regiment of Renown, which is Ruglug's Armored Orcs. Quite simply, they are orcs with crossbows, but they're also really good in melee combat. But what I really want to see is, now that my Orc Hour boys have reached rank 7, all of them have dig in, and I want to see the stupid range they get. So if we start the battle, I believe we just need to wait about 20-something seconds. Yep, there we go, 20 right there. And now I get to watch their range go from this all the ways to, oh my god, that's so stupid. My Orc Hour boys with that 231 rate, that's so absurd. And I believe it also applies to my Goblin Bolt Throwers and all of my other ranged artillery if I get them up to rank 7. So they are gonna be like cross-map shooting units. Oh my god, they've almost killed the vampire, just the Orc Hour boys. These guys are snipers. Okay, yeah, Gorbad has basically already killed Isabella. I don't know why she decided running after the American sniper Orc Hour boys. They could literally reach the front line from here. And now they're trying to land on my archers, but thanks to Gorbad's Waaagh, now all my archers have 64 melee attack and are going to pound these fell bats. All right, and there's Vlad, who's gonna crumble to army losses. So right now, what I'm trying to work towards is getting some of the new tier 5 units, and the biggest one, it is the Ragnarok Spider Flinger, as well as one of the big ol' squig, that's the Colossal Squig. We're also gonna come over here and probably just do Gorbad's quest battle real quick. I don't really know what we have to end up fighting, but hey, we'll find out. Okay, so reading the description, basically Gorbad is cutting down a bunch of trees, and he somehow got the beastmen and the elves to unite with each other. He really is the smartest orc. Some reason. You could literally see all of the trees destroyed in the background. Man, I really just want to fill Gorbad's army with all ranged. Look at this. This is so dumb. And the Jabber Scythe is already dead. It has 26 HP left. This is not okay. And the Gorble almost died in one hit too? I'm sorry, I don't even know why they're doing as much damage as they are, but I am in love with this. All right, and somewhere the elves are also coming in, along with a whole bunch of reinforcements from the beastmen, but I don't know how much it's going to matter. They literally cannot make it to the front line because the archers have such high range and ridiculous damage. And just like I said before, we can watch in real time as the highly skilled elf elven archers are losing to a bunch of orcs with crossbows. A malevolent ancient tree spirit fed up with all of the living for thousands and thousands of years. Nah, that shit dies to orcs. It especially dies to biggins with 102 melee attack. Wait a minute, I think I could get that a lot higher. Yes, let's bump that up to 126 melee attack and 82 strength. And he's dead. Okay, I was gonna say, somewhere there is 1,120 units, and I have no idea where they are. I guess they were just sitting and jerking off in the trees while I literally killed every other unit on the map. Good work, boys. Good work. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Allegor declaring war on us is definitely not ideal. Please. Okay, another one. Attacks in and instantly dies. The AI experience. Okay, I think I figured out a solution. I am just going to give Queek the stuff that is about to get taken by Malagor. So he can have Bitterstone Mine, and all I want is military access. There we go. And then I'm also gonna give him Dragonhorn Mines and probably some other city too. Oh my god, I can give him Ekrund for a military alliance. And not that much money, but still. And you know what? Let's make him join the war against the guy he's allied with. All right, there we go. He can take Ekrund. I haven't even developed that city literally at all. Okay, and then I'm gonna give Rictus this other settlement that I don't really need, and now we have pretty much secured everything to our right and below us. And you know what, Queek? Just because I'm a good guy, here, give me $1 for Dragonhorn Mines. And already, Queek wants to exercise the terms of his military alliance. You see, I know you joined all my wars, but I'm good. And now we get to build an outpost here to be able to recruit pretty much every single Skaven unit. And of course, we're gonna be able to combine those with Gorbad's tactics to just turn into something completely disgusting. Totally random, but I was doing a battle and I killed the only unit on the field before the reinforcements came in. 6 seconds left, by the way. Apparently, you could just end the battle. That is really interesting. I think that's new. Wait, was that? Yep, there it is. Just like every single game I've ever played, Alariel the Radiant claiming the Sword of Cain. Who is surprised? At this point, we'd mostly beat Umgrim, pacified Scrag, and secured the entire right side of the map with Skaven military alliances. But now, in between us and the Empire was Vlad von Chadstein and Elspeth von Blow Everything Up Ken. Fortunately, we had Gorbad's big thinking brain. What if we combined our squigs with the average American diet? Okay, I was waiting for this. There are, a couple of Vampire Count's armies here. Oh wait, I can actually just auto-resolve against all 4 armies and lose one group of biggins. And I am going to replace them with the Acid Burpa, one of the new squigs that is added in terms of legendary units of renown. And now we are gonna come over here and use it. So this is what it looks like, and holy crap, I was not expecting it to be this big. This is it next to Gorbad, which makes me realize how big Gorbad is, but this is it next to the average goblin. It also has an ability to spew stomach acid and leave a trail of explosions. Oh my god, I love the walk. It looks so clumsy. And it charging is, oh boy. Oh, it's lovely. It literally just rolls at people. And the acid burps are, okay, it literally just continuously explodes now. Yes, my pretty, just go through and kill everything with your stomach acid. Its only attack is just to fall over. Truly the peak of green skin tactics. Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention. Look at the range of these goblin bolt throwers now that they have the dig in. It is actually cross map. All right, we're just gonna peace out Vlad real quick because he is kind of annoying me by being down here. And we also took most of his cities that are important anyway. Okay, wait a minute. Karl Franz has actually gotten the Nemesis crown. How powerful is Franz anyway? He is strength rank 1. He has allied with all of the other order factions, and okay, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was. All right, so this is probably going to be the final battle we have against Visitland, or at least the main one, considering it is every single one of their armies versus 4 stacks of our units. Okay, I like how they've decided to camp the corner over here, despite the fact that I have 2 stacks of oh no, they're actually going to come in right on top of all the enemy units. Oh, and there we go. My units all coming in directly behind them. And oh my god, I forgot. One of the AI armies is just all squigs. They don't even have the upgrade and they're still killing everything. And here comes Elspeth's army, which, I mean, it looks pretty scary right now, but I don't think it'll stay that way. Oh, please land. Please land. All she needs to do is land for 1 second flat, and where did this lava Arachnarok spider come from? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Okay, and she has landed. I repeat, Elspeth has landed and has signed her own death warrant because everything around her has like 1 billion melee attack. Gorbad's up to over 1k weapon strength and 132 melee attack. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, Elspeth's army, I mean, you know, it's not too bad, but all it takes is pretty much 1 foot of Gork, and we're gonna wipe out that whole front line. I also have a tactic on that reduces the cooldown and cost of all my spells, so they are so cheap right now. Oh, wait, finally, Gorbad's actually reached the point where he has infinite duration on all of his tactics. I wonder if I remove my Orc Shaman. Oh, okay, so the tactic goes away if I do that. Well, considering that it's all infinite now, I'm just gonna take Regimental for 10% movement, 30% vigor, 15 upkeep. We'll grab the Greatest Warlord so that now Gorbad has perfect vigor, and we're gonna get a lot more Waaagh reputation every turn. And I should be able to recruit, there you are, the Rogue Idol, which I believe that's gonna give me a new tactic. Oh, okay, no, I just need 1 more Rogue Idol, and then I'm gonna be able to use the Underway to just instantly ambush any army that's near me. I will, though, boot out my silly little goblins and replace them with the Crimson Killers and the Arachnarok Queen. I don't think that's gonna give me anything because I get Broodmothers eventually, which will allow all my Arachnarok spiders to just kill everything nearby. Well, Elspeth decided to try and attack again, so we're just gonna teach her a good old lesson with, you know, armies of squigs, and then on the other hand, my infinite range orc hour boys. Okay, I think I've discovered a slight bug, by the way. So if I go into scrap upgrades and I click on the rattling guns, interesting. This is a lot of wait. Oh, the tragedy is that I can't pick them. I can click all of them, and I even get explosive instability. Oh my god, this is so broken, but so funny. Some of these don't even require scrap. The icon is money, and then it says mutagen. Oh, I love Total War. Okay, well, it seems like we're gonna have quite the fight on our hands for our final Waaagh, because he is strength rank 1, Karl Franz, and he has assembled the Avengers team of Boris Todbringer and himself, plus a whole bunch of other lords, just stacked on top of Altdorf with the Nemesis crown. It took me like 3 turns to get all the ways back up to call the Waaagh. And in the meantime, I have fitted Gorbad's army with all the stuff I don't really have yet. Some black orcs with shields, and in just a second, as soon as I have my level 5 city, I'll put the Arachnarok spider flingers on there too. Oh no, okay. Oh, it's about time. Oh, they only want money. Raj, you could have asked me for $30,000 and I would have given it to you. I just need a little bit more time, so I'm gonna say yes. Okay, I have spent the last many turns recruiting everything I possibly can. We have a full squad of Black Orcs. I mean, Gorbad's crew is pretty kitted out. Morglum over here is just Squig Man. Skarsnik somehow made his way over here, and he's gonna gain the ability to just tunnel under everyone and attack directly with the Underway. And then our last guy is just a big spider army who is gonna have the ability to basically kill everyone with every single one of the 3 Arachnarok spiders we have and the new flingers. Oh my god, I almost forgot. So I have this ability called Gobbo Chant, and it's one of the tactics, and it gives all your characters 300% XP, whatever. It also allows you to double all their damage and give them plus 40 melee attack just from goblins running around chanting. Skarsnik is about to become absolutely juiced. All right, I've got 8 turns until all my tactics expire. So, all right, Mr. Franz, let's go. And obviously, we're gonna call our Waaagh right on top of Altdorf over here, and of course, dedicate it to Gork. There are so many Empire 20 stacks everywhere, but I think we're gonna be able to pull this one out. Time for battle number 1. So this is what the Black Orcs look like, the non-great weapon versions, and I absolutely love the aesthetic. What I like a little bit more is the 71 melee attack and 83 weapon strength, because they are juiced to the gills, as well as the fact that this Doomdiver catapult gets dig in as well, so I can hit them in their spawn all the ways from over here. Also, that is That is a lot to deal with. And as soon as dig in applies, we immediately outrage every single thing they have. And the boys are gonna arrive in force, our Ragnarok spider team of artillery spiders, pretty much, as well as Skarsnik's whole squad. Okay, how much melee attack does he gain? He's got 24 already, 28. Oh my god, he's so 95 base. Wait, what? I didn't realize the Mangler Squigs just completely went in. They're probably gonna die almost instantly, but I mean, I guess they also explode, so that kind of works out. It's kind of tough to keep track of what's going on, but I mean, we have 1 foot of Gork that is just gonna take out that entire set of units, and because my whole front line is Black Orcs, we're just grilling through them. You know, the goblins are on the other side. They're, not doing great. Oh, yeah, the Arachnaroks are also over here. I think they launch, like, giant balls of web. Yes, they do. And the other Arachnarok spider is over here, who is draining every single person that's nearby. Meanwhile, Scar God is just going toe-to-toe with everything he can come across because of the Gobbo chant. And that's gonna be a pretty resounding set of army losses. I imagine. There's, like, 400 guys left, and they're not breaking for some reason. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you have much of a chance. There we go. All right, that's gonna get us just close enough to Altdorf, where I don't know if Karl Franz could reach me this turn. Okay, he could very easily reach me this turn, and he probably is going to do exactly that. Okay, I forgot about the Gobbo chant thing that gives my characters XP gain. Skarsnik leveled up 6 times in that battle, and he didn't even do anything. All right, I'm gonna see if I can abuse some greenskin stuff, because Skarsnik has a 100% chance to ambush, so we might just straight up ambush Karl Franz on turn 1. All right, fingers crossed I don't just instantly die. Ugh. Oh, he didn't attack. Oh no, he brought all of his units into 1 ball. All right, Gorbad. Good luck. Please tell me that my Waaagh armies didn't get sucked up. Yes, they did not. And is Franz in here? Yes, he is. Franz and Boris Todbringer both at the same time. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna take manual control of the spider army this time around, because I think they're gonna be a lot more helpful, because it's all ranged units. Oh my god, his entire army is just Outriders and Empire Knights, I think. So we're just gonna have to use this Blackwork Big Boss to probably just tank all the aggro. Oh god, here they come. Oh, it's so much damage that they do. At least we have really good shields, I think. And the sniper, oh, what? The damage that these guys do is insane. All right, Boris, get over here. Get over here. Oh, no, not over there. Over anywhere else, actually. All right, it's Boris versus Gorbad, and let's just give Gorbad all of his crap. He's up to 114 melee attack, a ton of weapon strength, and I think we can buff him even further with a couple of our spells so that he is... Okay, Boris is, like, already dead. The 162 melee attack might have been slightly overkill. We do at least have our spider army coming in here, and all 3 of our Ragnarok spiders all have health drain passively around them, so... Okay, oh, there's the big man. Holy crap, that thing does so much damage. What is that? I think that's the Nemesis crown. All right, Carl, you've made the great mistake of landing. Here we go. Fists of Gork. Every other buff I can physically find that my units have. Carl is just tanking this like a champion. Okay, now we can Waaagh as well. 193 melee attack. Oh my god, Franz is still not dead. He is being eaten by 3 Arachnarok spiders and the whole beatdown squad, but he refuses to die. Also, I think he's draining everyone's life with the Nemesis crown, which is certainly kind of bad as well. Come on, he's almost dead. Oh my god, he does so much damage. Yes. Okay, Karl Franz is dead. That should make the rest of this 10 times easier. He also just, on death, almost destroyed my Black Orcs. Okay, that's nice. Oh, I've actually not seen one of the land ships since the last DLC, and I think this is the ROR one, and it looks so goofy. I mean, it's about to get eaten by 2 Ragnarok spiders, but, you know, it's still a cool-looking model. All right, and I think that is basically a win. I do say win, but also the amount of units we've lost is kind of insane, and we're definitely gonna get attacked immediately following this. So we are gonna have to hope that we don't die to that. All right, that is the main one done. I don't know if we can reach the capital this turn, unfortunately. I also don't know what the wound recovery time looks like for Karl Franz. I don't know if he's like Vlad, where he just instantly gets up after dying. Oh, I forgot about this. I mean, the timeless blackened power, yada yada. It's evil, yeah, okay, we're just gonna take it. I mean, you can't just hand me an evil timeless artifact and not expect me to put it on my head. All right, unfortunately, I can't quite reach the capital this turn, so they're gonna have one more chance to attack me with presumably all the crap they have. Okay, also, Scarstick literally leveled up another 5 times. Oh, wait, did they just ditch their capital? Which pretty succinctly should allow me to just come up to Altdorf, and that's it. Now, I could sack it for 50k as much as I want to, but we're just gonna raise it and have our Waaagh target done. And that's it. Altdorf is now raised. The Empire is probably soon to be in ruin because I'm gonna come over here and obliterate all of these guys. I have slowly but surely crumbled my entire empire by giving away cities so that I could maintain positive relations with everyone out here. I'm pretty sure Vlad is about to declare war on me, and as is pretty much everyone else. But you know what? Gorbad, or should I say Gorbaddy, he pretty much did it. For those of you who made it all the way to the end, I apologize for the sick voice. It kind of got better throughout the recording, which is kind of funny. Normally, I would wait until I'm not sick to record, but I've been sick for so long that at some point I figured, you know what? I just have to record because I want to. Thank you to CA for giving me early access and sponsoring this video. But either way, thanks for watching. Oh my god, I can't even do it. I can't even do the see ya. Pneumonia!